Good day. Today I will be guiding you through the features of Cleanwash. When you launch Cleanwash for the first time, you need to log in. The default username and password is admin and admin, so I'm going to log in with that. Admin. To the left hand side, we have the menus. On the right hand part of it is the work area, actually where the work screens come up. So first of all, let's look at clothes. This is where you add all clothes you process. You can see that I have a lot of clothes here. When you click new, you have opportunity to enter clothes, the cloth name, the pieces that come with that cloth, and the description. Pieces may refer to clothes like suits, which have 2 pieces, 3 pieces suits, and all that. You may also have local clothes that come in 2 pieces or 3 pieces. You may want to add the pieces here. Now this is for just your clothes only, just to add your clothes. You can add manually or you can import using the import dialog. Right below here you can see a sample image of how your imported file should look like, or the file you import should look like. You create a file in Excel, and the file should have clothes, pieces, and description, and you save it as CSV MS-DOS. CSV MS-DOS. I'm going to open an Excel file now and show you what we're talking about. So this is an Excel file. You can see I have my clothes in one column, the first column, pieces in the second column, and description in the third column. Description can be left empty, but you have to add the title, the description. Now I'm going to save the file and save as. Select CSV MS-DOS and you select clothes. Because I have clothes before, I'm going to select one. Select yes, and that's all. The procedures is the same for importing, and now for importing for all other items you have to import. You select browse here, look for the file we just created, which is this one. I select import. The procedures are the same, just follow the on-screen instruction and you should be good. So these are the clothes services. This is the services you offer for your laundry service. The services like wash and iron / iron, wash only, iron only, dry clean, and all that. You add all the services here. Description again is optional. Now, after adding clothes and services, next place you want to go is price list. This is where you set prices for your items. The prices determine how much is calculated on the total screen or on the POS interface when you are adding item that the customer brings in. Let's look at how it looks like. If you click new, you get to select the clothes, you get to select the service, and it sets the price. Now you can do this for all. You can do this for all the clothes you have. Because this is a very long list, a very large list. As you can see, I have about 571 records here. So again, we have the opportunity to import. You create an Excel file, arrange the columns like this: the clothes, the services, and the price. Add them like that for each cloth, for example, and different services. You add the prices. So this is very fast and easier than adding one by one. You save the file again as CSV file like I showed it earlier, and browse and import. Services will be added here. Now after you've added the services, you can now go and take orders. When a customer walks in to drop his or her clothes, you come here, POS interface, and select the cloth, select the service. Immediately select the cloth and service. If you have added a price list, a price for that particular cloth and a particular service, you see a unit cost is displayed here. If no unit cost is displayed, you can click this add button to add the price for that cloth and service. If I should scroll down, for example, some of these clothes prices have not been added, it shows 0 like you can see for this one. So I can add the price for this one, say 150 units, and save, and the displays here that I've added price for it. Now the color you can select here, the brand, the starch, fabric, and all that. All these are to identify that particular cloth. You can add here, and your customers will display here if you have added customers earlier. But if you haven't, you can also click add again, and you add your customer details, and they will show here. Let me add the customer, say a run or thereabouts. The name is the only required field, but if you are going to be sending email and SMS, you need the email and the mobile number. The mobile number should be in international format. Okay, save. So you can see that the customer Aaron is displayed there. Now when you add items, the total is displayed here. If you add discount, say 5% discount, it is calculated automatically off the price. And if you add VAT, say 10% VAT, it's also calculated, and you give in the total here. Now you can now, after adding several items that you want, you can now click pay to pay for this transaction. A customer can decide to pay nothing, part, or all. Cleanwash allows you to do that. For the first order for this particular customer, or for if it's a new order, I mean to say, you just need to key in the tendered amount. We have 336 here. Let's say we decide this customer decided not to pay on drop off, so 0 should be okay, and we click add cash. That's all. And after you add cash, you can now click print receipts for the customer or for yourself, and you can see that total as we have it. This is the total. This is the amount for each of these items. This is the total with VAT and this discount added. The total pieces of clothes and the amount tendered, which is 0. Now you can also use the find. You can also print tags and invoice. Tags, to print tags are to be tagged on the clothes or the tag. You can see further tags by clicking on next. And the invoice, if probably the person does not pay, or for whichever reason you want to print invoice, you can print invoice also, which will show the details of the clothes, the quantity, the unit price, and the amount. The VAT, discount, they are all shown here. You can also find an item. If a customer walks in who probably dropped off a clothes before, you can find the customer's last order here by the order number, the mobile number, or the tag. Now the last order that was made, let's look at the order number which we'll be using. The order number here is 4051. So we are going to close that and come back again to the order screen and find this order. This customer works in another day, probably on the day of pickup or collection. So we're going to look for that order. We're going to use the order number to look for it. And so this is the customer's information. This is the tag. You can use this tag number to look for customer here. Say for example, I enter 2015-233 and click find, because the same details will be displayed. So this customer is total is 336 and this balance is 336, so he has not turned any cash. So now this customer wants to tender cash at this point. You can now go to add payments, use the order number again to find here, and you can see add parts again. If the customer is coming to add part payment, let's say 300 this time, so with the balance of 36 you can add cash. Okay, we close this. Another day the customer comes in again, and probably at this point of collection you can go back and say find. No, let's go to add payment. The customer wants to tender card, so we add payment first. 4051. That was the other ID or other number. Click find. Oh, this customer is owing us a balance of 36, so we add 36 to it. I will click add. Okay, well and good. This customer has added. If you have to print receipts, you can now go to find and go to 4051, and you get the details here. You can now print receipts, print tag, or print invoice again for this order. So this is how you use the find the POS stroke order interface. You can add as many items as you want. You can also remove by clicking on this remove button here, and so on and so forth. So we also have the expenses interface. The expenses interface you can use to record expenses your business incurs or you incur in your business. Which one is correct? And you do that by clicking on new. Select the category of the expenses, the title, and an optional description. Description is optional. This is the date the expenses was incurred and the amount that was involved. You can use that as expenses. You can see I have a lot of expenses here. You can also view orders by clicking on orders to view orders that has been already saved in the application. By clicking on any order, you can quickly see a brief summary of the order here to the left. This summary clearly shows you what is involved in that order, how much was paid, and a lot of other information that you can make use of. You can filter this list by using the filter by order ID, customer status, staff, and so on and so forth. Let's filter by status. I see collected. You can see that all the collected items are here. Let's say ready. There's only one item ticked as ready, and let's say new. We get all the new items here. So that is how you make use of this filter. This filter exists in all these other interfaces, the clothes, the services. So this is how you make use of the filter. You select what you want to filter by here, and you type the filter criteria here. Also, we have the settings dialog. This is where you configure all settings for your business. In the general interface, we have your business name, company name, address, phone number, email, and a whole lot of other information, payment methods, country dial code. This dial code is for country dial code, international dialing code for your country. Mine is 234. You can select the logo for that you want on your receipts and invoice here, and you go to the printing interface. This is where you can turn on or turn off so many things in that is printed on the receipts only. All these are things that you can turn on or turn off. The checked items are turned on while the unchecked ones are turned off. This is the footer at the bottom of the receipts. You can personally add a message here, your terms or condition, your thank you message, whatever message you want to add to the receipt can be added here. You can set your printer type here, either the 58mm or the 80mm. You can also select the receipt printer here to print directly without showing the print preview interface, and also you can select your standard printer here. SMS is for sending SMS. If you want to send SMS, you have to purchase SMS units from Avosoft, and they will activate it. If you have purchased SMS units, and if we confirm it has been activated, you check balance to check the balance of the SMS, because this account is not okay. Let's see. I think this account is connected to SMS. Let's wait a minute or two. Should be faster. Data connection is quite poor this morning. Okay, you can it should display the SMS value here. It says unable to get balance. Let's try again. See, it says I have not subscribed to an SMS package, so that is the reason I can't get the balance. So let's You can also use send SMS, set your SMS template here. When an order is ready, what should you send to the customer? When you mark an order as ready, or you change the status of an order to be ready, the SMS here is automatically sent to the customer. If you have subscribed to SMS package, of course. And if you want to send SMS receipts or receipt to a customer or to a client or a customer, you can set the receipt here. The value here, you can see the values that has been set here. These values in square brackets will be replaced with actual values. For example, the currency will be replaced with your currency symbol in the general tab. The balance will be the balance that the customer is supposed to pay at pickup. The total and all that, this information will be replaced with the actual values when this SMS is being sent. Email, if you want to send email, you have to set your email details here. The SMTP server you'll be using, your email username and password has to be set here. Data is for backup and restore. You can actually back up your data as you may want. It is necessary that you backup most probably every day, depending on your traffic, on your record data that you enter every day or weekly, so to prevent loss of information. The restore is for restoring, while synchronization is for our professional version of the package of the software, which updates a web-based version or your website with other information, so that your customers can view the details. They can check status of their order online, maybe through their mobile phone. They can also you can also make orders online. You can be alerted of that in the application or through email. That is for the SMS, this data tab. The clothes, this is where you set your fabric types, brands, colors, starch and all that. And the customers, this is where you set the titles you need, and customer preferences you need to can be set here. Call before delivery, medium starch, no starch and all that. And expenses, the expenses categories, you can set them here. So the settings is actually very important. This is where you should visit before you start using the application. Reports, you can print reports, a whole lot of reports that can be printed. Currently about 21. You can print for example orders reports. You can also select the type of reports you want to view on orders. If you want to view all unpaid orders, you can select unpaid. If you want to view all partly paid orders, you can view all partly paid. Let's preview all partly paid orders. Okay, these are all orders that has been partly paid. The total is this, and the part payment is this. That is for those who paid nothing initially, and the balance. So you can view that here. You can also view orders all unpaid. You can also see the ones that also unpaid, and you can also view for all orders, most probably all orders, and then you can view all orders that have been made here, the total, the amount paid, and the balance that is being owed you. So you can generate a lot of reports. Feel free to customize what you want to print. For the period, you can select predefined periods, or you can select custom to modify the dates. If you select a predefined period, you cannot modify the dates, but if you select the custom, you can modify the dates. Now for users, you can edit your users. The users are those who have access to the application, your staffs or your front desk officers. You can have 3 types of users here. You can have staff, a manager, an administrator, the full name, the username, and the password. These are the basic things that are necessary for each user. So that is that about the features of this new version of Cleanwash. You might have some questions. You might need to find out more about something. You might want to request for a new feature to customize for you. If the feature is very minimal, we can actually do that for you for free if you purchase Cleanwash. But if it is not minimal, if it's a big overhaul, or if it's a major feature, then you will charge a token. So contact us first. Let us know what you want. Let us know how we can make the application better for you, and we will do our best to make you happy. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.